Blaring Out with Eric Blair show with Matty, lead singer of Memphis May Fire at the 2013 Warped Tour. And you're one of the buzz bands on the Warped Tour, and you're playing the main stage, correct?
Shoot dang. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
How much hard work did it take to get here?
More than most. We swam against the current as a band for a long time before anybody gave us a chance. So, you know, we've proved ourselves. Now we're just here to have a good time and inspire and change lives, tell kids that we love them. That's what it's all about.
You have Agape Attire shirt on. Is that your company?
It's not. No, a good buddy of mine, Ross Kenyon, he runs it. It's a California-based clothing line and Jesus-based. They're fellow believers. I'm a fan of that, so I wear it.
Now tell me about being a Christian in this business, is it like swimming upstream?
Yeah, I mean, being a Christian in general is like swimming upstream. When everyone goes this way and we go this way, it's whatever. I mean, the purpose of being a Christian to me is just to love people the way that Jesus loved them, and I'm not here to like throw out pamphlets or tell anybody what they should do. I just want to love on people. That's what I'm here for. So.
And tell me about your songwriting. How does that show itself in your songwriting?
It's very evident. Some people see it as an undertone, some people see it very present. I guess it just depends on who's listening. Our song, The Sinner, is very blatantly about me and my imperfections and striving to be a better person. You know, it's who we are as people. We also just write about real life situations though too, like our struggles with record labels coming up and things like that. So.
Well, now what label are you guys on?
We're currently on Rise Records and happy.
It seems like Christian music business is an oxymoron. It doesn't really exist like that.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. It sucks, man. I mean, people who just try to make a penny off of God's name is absolutely terrible, and I don't condone that at all. But yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of bands can just stamp the Christian logo on their album and sell a few thousand more copies because of it. So we've never labeled ourselves as a Christian band.
Were you raised in a Christian family?
I was. My dad's a pastor. He's amazing. Yeah.
Now, do you think because of that, it's been easier for you to deal with the temptations of being a rock star and being on the road and being around all these beautiful women and not have such a draw towards it because of your upbringing, or do you still find yourself you know, tempted?
I will definitely give my parents credit. I was instilled with a great set of morals from a young age, absolutely. And, you know, I think temptation can cross all of us sooner or later, but I also have an incredibly gorgeous wife of 7 years at home that I can always think about if anything were ever to arise like that, and I've never had an issue with it before, so.
What, are you thinking about having kids?
I don't know. I'm on tour too much right now, but who knows what the future holds. I don't, that's for sure.
We live in a the grass is always greener on the other side type of mentality in our society today. So a lot of times somebody like you may be married, somebody in this industry may be married, but you know, the temptation is you're getting pounded so much with temptation of all sorts that essentially people think, well, man, I haven't tried this drug, or I haven't tried this person, I haven't slept with this person, or I want to try that out. But ultimately, I think what you find out in the end is that it's all empty.
100%.
It's all empty.
It is, yeah. I think it definitely has to do with the people that you surround yourself with. You know, your own willpower and how strong that is, you know. I mean, it just depends from person to person. For myself personally, I definitely like to keep my relationship with my wife at home very strong, and we connect all day long and talk and everything. That's a huge help. But yeah, temptation is very evident, very prominent in this world, and if you want to be a part of it, it's there like that. But if you don't, then you can make that decision. And we all have tour buses that are either full or empty of those kind of things, and we choose to leave our bus empty of those kind of things. So,
what was a band that kind of inspired you to think, hey, I can be a full-on Christian and still do metal music?
I don't think I've found a band like that yet. I don't know. My lifestyle is not very influenced by any band that I've ever listened to, just by my own beliefs and who I am as a person. I think the dudes in For Today, depending on your opinion of them or whatever, you know, I think a few of those dudes are really good dudes and do know what they're talking about. But, you know, I am a human and I make mistakes like everyone else. It's not my place to judge anybody, just as it's no place for anybody to judge me unless they're God. So that's what it is.
Last question. Do you think we're in the last days?
I think we've been in the last days for a while. I guess it's whatever your perception of time is, you know. To God, time is so small. To us, it's so big. So, yeah, absolutely. I think the world is consistently getting worse, and we're getting closer, yes.
Matty, thank you so much for talking to the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show. You are the man. Blairing Out with Eric Blair with Matty from Memphis May Fire at the 2013 Warped Tour, signing off.
The Blairing Out Show.